Alright, we continue on. Let's see about the card. Inmore Raven Spider. I think it's on this side, right? I thought so. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm looking for the town. So we never go here. We never go to the tower. I want to go to the tower. That's cool. Give me an excuse to go that way. I'm looking for Inmore. Where's Inmore at? Raven. Fox. I feel like Inmore's up higher. We never go here either. Yeah, it's over here. I was like, I figured it was on this side, but I wasn't positive. Okay. It's been a little bit. The map is very huge. A jackdaw calls hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass. Amongst them, some plants grow. The devil's fruit and more devil's fruit. Alright, kitty cat, you gotta wake up. It's time. What did you spill on this table, by the way? That's what I want to know. Have you... It's probably a coffee stain, honestly. Have you ever heard of this masked woman? Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You would be God. That creature, it's huge, unstoppable, and they say it obeys her every command. I don't know. It would certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law in town tomorrow. I guess I'll take have to take some Daisy Dock to help instead. I think I have Daisy Dock, right? I'm pretty sure I identified that a while ago. I can't remember. No. Oh, okay, yeah. It's the one I just got, isn't it? Yeah. Dead man's fingers. Alright, wake up. Come on in. Wakey wakey. This letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address provided, just the horticulture spelt wrong. Yeah, that's what's fine. Horticulture's. I have to assume it is meant for you. Yeah. If you know your plants, this letter's for you. Ho ho, so you've got it working. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. It works. It works. Look to the north of Bolfell at the source of the river. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret. Ho ho. Okay, so here at the source of the river. Sure enough, I found a plant here, though that I have never seen before. It is the devil's plant. It is evil. Evil. I don't know. I'm dramatic. Let me be dramatic. My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the ones he's brought back from his last venture. He's been on a trip across the lake, exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they just don't look edible to me. I had thought brought one with me. I would have brought one with me to help identify it, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. I'll come back tomorrow. Okay. Let's go grab these mushrooms he's talking about. Undermere, west of the lake. Mushrooms! How have I never seen them here before? They're hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. That tends to be how mushroom farming works. Like, once you, first start, because I went mushroom hunting before. Well, mushroom hunting. I went mushroom hunting before. And it's really hard at first to see all the mushrooms, but once you like know where to look or where they'll pop up, it's easy or easier. Lord Former told me that he was able to help you find some information about the servant. I've been looking all over the libraries, but all I've discovered is a amount of problems. I hope you might have some sweet breath that can help me clear it up. Okay. Sweet breath. I think it's this one that I gave. Where's it at? It's a short blue flower. Oh, here it is. It's very tiny. There we go. I like how you can accidentally hit the bell behind it. It is good. Good, good, good. Get in here. You're gonna let the cold in. My cousin will be getting married in 3 days. Okay. If you've got some tumblehuff wood, I'd say that'd save you the trouble of going out to find them myself. If you knew my cousin, you'd know she's not worth the trouble. See, I wouldn't think that going and buying flowers would be because it's easier. I feel like it'd be because it's quality assurance. You know? Sometimes the wild stuff you go pick isn't as good as the stuff you would buy at a horticulture or a florist. I'm just saying. Have you seen some of the roses you can buy? They're very beautiful. I used to do that when I worked at Walmart and I buy my mom roses every now and then. Just because they were roses, they were a nice gift, and they were better than what I was growing. Or what we had wildly growing. The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require, that she required. He watched as the hours dragged by. The sun set. She worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer amongst the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly. Suddenly, but also subtly. So that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened, and then he saw it. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Evil! Evil is the day! Okay. 8. And I think Gothmore was this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice! Grazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. It's a nice rainy day to start. Alright, are you ready to start the day? Get in here, it's raining, wipe your feet. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms. Okay, that's fair. Of course he's now sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way and I'm worried about him. He'll probably die. Like if we don't treat him. This one. There you go, my dear. I kind of wish we could use this one more, this paper with all of the cures on it. Oh, hey, you look bad. I've been to Black Comb. I fought the servant and lived, but still, my adversary stands. It must be defeated. For my part, I am ashamed to say that for what I've done, and my soul could use the tonic of Saint Elixir if I am ever to recover from the horror that I've seen. Oh yeah. I've already done this one, right? Oh, it's different. Okay. This will enable any drinker to overcome their sense of fear, though it would be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near to the edge of a cliff. Okay, that's fair. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. I think it's this. A red flower to produce, to protect the mind. This. A seed pod for luck. Oh yeah, this one's weird. Hold up. Where's... Is it Hinch? That's not what I wanted. Sorry, I didn't want the map. I wanted the book. I can't remember. There's a few seed pods that we have. This one. This fruit is... We even give a dose of short for memory loss. Small amount of it. It's unusual bulb appearance. Cuts into the thing. Okay, yeah, that's not it. Is it the red? Sorry, I'm looking for... Oh, here it is. I was excited to say the red, but it just says that. Unburied treasure, including writings. There's a rare and not studied plant have been spilled over this plant, which red part of the name is believed the sense of confusing large flower is fact blue. It's kind of a purple, like a very purple color. Oh, is it this? I think it's this. We'll find out. Yeah. I remember it not, to me, looking like a pod. It looks like little watermelons. Or little, like, fruits. And then I had that moment where I'm like, wait. Seed pod. That. There we go. Recover. Don't go near a cliff. Relax, man. Go sleep. Try to cope with one eye. I wonder if his eye is, like, damaged completely, or if he just, has, like, lost great sight in that eye. There's a hateful man I sometimes see around town. He's cold ever. Yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he punched it as hard as he could. I'm telling you, people like that are going to get the comeuppance. I had to resist killing him. I rushed over, and the coward fled. Someday he'll get his comeuppance. Exactly. Told you. He'll do it. He only was spared because I kill him normally most of the time, and I decided to be a good person. And I can make him forget. And also, there's no consequences. He can't actually shut me down for doing what he asked. He's just a Karen. He thinks I will not give him what he wants, like that he can get what he wants out of it. The chassis leads me, clue takes me to directly south of Sigrid, to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks, velvet to the touch. In the moist condition, a deadly-looking plant grows in abundance in the lush grass. Yeah! The plant of doom! It will eat everything. Hey! Covered from your fear? Verona tells me you are working on a gathering the plants for the ritual that will help us defeat this creature. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it is found. Yeah, I do, but we'll wait until the information. What's wrong with your chin? Read somewhere about a plant that'll lead you to gold, with all droopy red flowers and frill leaves. Man, when God made you, he did not... Huh?
Don't you dare insult somebody in there.
What?
Don't you dare insult their, like, looks.
Look,
I know what you're gonna say.
I'm saying when God made him, he dropped him, okay? I'm just saying.
Really, you have to go.
Look, I'm just saying, look, you also was dropped, okay? I'm not... I'm sitting in that boat rowing, okay? It's fine. Take him across the river. Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and a low, primal snarl sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. Yeah, this is true. He did not run for long, did he? Okay, let's see. The cycle okay. Decay gives way to new growth from death, life. The cycle starts again west of White Scar by the river. Okay. Goodbye! The sun-bleached skull fixed me with its black eyes glazed. A reminder from the chest of the skeleton grows a plant. Alright. Wakey wakey, kitty cat. We must start the day. Hey, Mr. Mailman. What's up? I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen people as worried as they are now. This is fair. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop the beast. Probably. Okay. In speaking to a woman, I was speaking to a woman from Underside and who told me there was of a cave nearby the locals stay away from. Apparently, there is a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all she would say when I pressed her. This one. A thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground, just wide enough for a man to slip through. But there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance. Too heavy to move. Worries. We need to find those red mushrooms. Yeah. Let's go. I am surprised at how easily I am able to roll away the boulder with the help of the farmer's worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discover several clusters of fungus growing there, reaching out delicately to the thin stripes of light coming through the crack. Okay. Alright, we got some more mushrooms. Alright. We need to go that. Hello, dear. Why can't I remember? There was something important. I know there was, but there was only darkness now. Sour. Sarah Brownlee can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that although edible, the large stem is strangely bitter to the taste. Let me see. I think it's this. Yeah, I remember this because it was like only a part of it. It's coming back. It happened in a dream. The woman in the jade mask was screaming at me to get out. Instead, I went deeper. I entered the mind of the creature. It was like slipping into a dark pool, icy cold, with who knows what terrors lurked beneath the surface. I felt powerful. Then suddenly something happened. She tore me out from her mind and went black. I have not been myself lately. Okay. Well, that's what you get for betraying me the last time. She let me live, but that really hardly was anything. My wife of 30 years is dying, and that is the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say that there is nothing that they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for this to happen. A man at the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and that's all I can think about. I understand the risks, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Please, I'm begging you. I feel like I wish you could deny him and get different results with that. You know what I mean? Be like, no, I'm not doing that. You're on your own about that. Okay, so we need to look out for an A, an M word. Yes, this one. Let's see. I'm trying to look here. It's a purple flower, and I have it labeled too. It has 6 petals. Here it is. I kept thinking it was blue, but it's purple. Alright, and we need to find the other 2, which are all M ones, and they're relatively close to each other. Okay. This is the one plant. Okay. And where's the other? This one. If I remember correctly, this isn't the one that is. It's the red one with the... This one. It's this one. Here we go. Alright. You're gonna damn your wife to a horrible existence, but okay. Whatever. That's on you, man. I think that's just sad. Hello, my dear. What can I get you? What a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard you might be able to get a hand of some liver stone here. Yes, here you go. It's the only customer that wants it, for whatever reason. Ah, hello, my dear. I had been expecting you. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to fight it back, hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. You have to help me. Alright. Goodbye. We must weaken her. Alright, hello, what you need? It's been, there's been talk over the past few nights about the royal oak, of the servant, creature going around slaughtering people. I'm used to enjoying walks in the hills, but I haven't dared leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. Okay. The glow of a few pixie lamps would surely warm my heart. Yeah, I like the glowing mushrooms. It's cute. It's like a really cute, small thing to add. I like it. They did great. Good job. Dun dun dun. She finally had the power she had craved all those years, a servant to do as she willed, but the power came at a cost. The servant awoke, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru. It was the dread. It was death. Dun dun dun! So dramatic. It is pretty dramatic. I like how they write it. It's very dramatic. It's dramatic. It's sassy. It's dangerous. Okay, so it's this castle down here, remember. To the east of the castle, across the river, through the mountains, it grows on the edge of the woods. Yeah, right here. Yeah, burn! The tree sways effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind as a sense of calm washes over me, and a reminder, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Okay, I know that we're gonna need that. You always need that one for a run. It's nice and green out. We begin. Hello, my dear. It is time. The servant is on the move again. It is time to act. Meet me at the right ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all of the plants we need. Okay. Goodbye! Alright. Okay. We're gonna go perform the ritual. Right? Is it 9? Yeah. A small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into creases at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. Okay, so we need this. We need widows, which we already had. We need long varian. Is that right? The right one? We need the flower of poison. And we need Devil's Nightcap. What does Devil's Nightcap look like again? A plant is called corpses instead. It's just the seeds into its form with it slowly along with death. The plant will grow on dead bodies. Okay, yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, I never noticed the leaves being different colored. Alright. Alright. Well done. I will take it from here. I stand back and watch Verona walk around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passed before she looked up, but in reality, it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? We have got the right plants. Do we have the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A huge splintering crash behind us makes us all spin around to look across the clearing. A huge creature, its head and shoulders visible above the treetops. It's making its way towards us, ripping up trees as it advances. The servant. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. At the moment, the woman in the jade mask comes hurling out of the woods at the other side of the clearing. She takes in the scene and heads towards Reuben, ripping her mask off and flinging into the dirt. Father! Oh, we have to see her face. I don't remember if she showed the face before. Reuben runs towards her, and they embrace in the center of the clearing as the servant bears down. I can clearly see the tears flowing down Thea's stricken face as she looks up at her father. I'm sorry. I've been a fool. I thought I could control it, but I can't. It's too strong. What have I done? She turns toward us at the shrine, bringing out a small vial of red liquid from within her cloak and thrusts it into Varma's palm. It's blood. My blood. I know what to do. But before she can act, the servant bursts through into the clearing, sending 100 years old ash and ember hurling as though 100-year-old ashes and elms hurling as though they were saplings. Do your worst. Rin locks eyes with the servant and grabs a sturdy branch. You're gonna fight it with a branch? Come on, man. Really? Running off the side to draw the creatures away from the shrine, the huge beast lunges towards him with a terrifying roar. Reuben brings up the branch as the servant closes the gap and brings into the large skeletal claw arching down. The branch splinters and Reuben is sent reeling backwards, but he doesn't have time to regain his footing before the beast is on him, slashing and mauling. Father, no! Thea crumbles to the floor, wailing as Verona fumbles with the stopper vial. Turning back toward the shrine, she pours the blood into a small cavity at the base, and then everything happens at once. The servant makes a desperate charge towards us, and I am certain that we are going to be devoured. But Thea steps forward and raises her arms. Get back, servant. Stop, I command you. The servant faltered for a moment as though wrestling against some invisible force, but it regains control almost immediately. It thrusts one spear-like pendant forward and impales Thea through the abdomen. At the same time, a pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine toward the servant, and it hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, flinging Thea's lifeless body to one side. There is an almighty thunderclap and a bright, blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? I don't know. I mean, it's God, so probably. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I have been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. The devastation wrought by the ancient beast was greater than anyone had imagined. By the end, Thea had lost control entirely, as has been made clear by the tales coming from haggers and boodles. Booth? Without our intervention, who can say what the final toe would have been? In contrast, Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All of the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have prolonged their energies celebrating in merriment. They do not know that the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant, and in the end she gave her life to help us defeat it. Verona and I have kept quiet by unspoken agreement. And as for myself, well, I'm back in the calm, strange horticulture, of course, with Hellborn for company. It's quieter around here. I miss my friend Reuben, but I am content that there are always more plants to learn about and discover. Dun dun dun! A bloody mess. The servant is gone. A victory of sorts, but one tinged with sadness at death of our friends. Killed by the servant. She rarely comes to the shop anymore. She does not say it, but you know she is deeply saddened by Rubik's death. In your debt, your actions helped save the sisterhood. She has not dreamed of the servant since you performed the ritual. Has not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumors he is living in Royal Cave once again. Once again? He was living in the cave? Okay. Both his body and his pride have been damaged, but he lives. Killed by the servant. Currently pursuing legal action against strange horticulture. Ta-da! Alright. We're gonna switch games now. We're gonna move on to Six-Sided Oracle.
And we can just dance the night away.